The two top teams in District 7 face off from Finger Lakes Community College as Grease Post 468 takes on the unbeaten 6-0 Cottreall-Warner Post 942. As Trey Walker leads it off here against Nick Renee pitching for Cottreall-Warner. It's a 1-1 pitch, hits on the outside corner for strike two. Hello everyone, I'm Stephen Bowe with you here on the GP Legion Baseball Network, joining you for the broadcast, top two teams in District 7. Trey Walker will call time. Renee gets Trey Walker to swing through it for strike three and out number one to begin the ball game. From left to right in the Cottreall-Warner outfield, they got Owen, Andre, Atza, and left. Nate Cottreall in center and Sam Nick over in right from left to right. In the infield, they got Dylan Dumont, Tyler Estelle, Garrett McNeil, and Max Karen over at first. Then doing the catching is Drew Grope for Nick Renee on the mound. As coming up to the plate here is Parker Goodness, working as the third baseman in this game with Colton Forney making his first appearance of the year. He'll play shortstop. So 1-0 pitch misses up and away for ball 2. Nick Renee, a 2025 grad at Fairport High School. He's a commit to MCC Monroe Community College. So 2-0 pitch is lifted out towards deep left field. Andreatta on the move. That's going to get down as Parker Goodness has an extra base hit. He's moving for 3. Here comes the relay as Parker Goodness slides in safely with a 1-out triple. So Parker Goodness picks up his first hit of the season. He's now 1 for 8. Made his first 2 starts of the season on Sunday against James Cook. Grease Post split the doubleheader. They won the second game 8-6. They lost the first game 4-3. They were out hits in game 2 after they out hit James Cook Post in the game 1 loss. As here is Wesley Stirrup hitting in the 3 spot for Grease Post. He'll go after the first pitch and foul it back for strike 1. Renee has 1 appearance pitching this season. He got the start back on June 12th against Ferris Goodrich and picked up the win in a scoreless outing. The count moves to 1-1. He allowed just 3 hits, no walks, struck out 6 batters in that start. So 1-1 pitch is going to hit Wesley Stirrup, and Grease Post will have runners at the corners here to start the game. So Goodness at third, Stirrup at first, and here comes Tyler Cannon, a fellow MCC commit with Nick Renee on the mound. Cannon had a hit in each of the 2 games on Sunday. He is 6 for 12 to begin the season for Grease through 4 games. 1 extra base hit, and he's hit in 4 RBIs this season. Renee will check at first, Stirrup back in safely. Stirrup on the move for second. Tyler Cannon will smack this one up the middle in a diving try out at center from Cottreall. He makes the grab, and coming in to score is Goodness. Stirrup had to return back to first. Now he's going to move for second. It's 1-0, Grease Post in front as Tyler Cannon picks up a sac fly. So 2 outs now in the first. We're at the 5 spot on the order for Nate Brinza with Wesley Stirrup in scoring position at second. Tyler Cannon's 5th RBI now of his first season out with Grease Post, as Nate Brinza will take a strike. He played 2 seasons with the Rondequoit. He was the District 7 batting champ last year. So we're going to check at second, Wesley Stirrup. He's back in safely after the pickoff from Renee. Brinza, a 2025 grad at Canandaigua Academy. He's playing on what's going to be his home field next year, Finger Lakes Community College, here for the Lakers. Brinza 0 for 3 in Game 2 on Sunday. He had a hit in 4 straight games to begin the season as he awaits this 0-1 pitch. Wesley Stirrup's on the way to third. He'll slide in without a throw. One pitch from Renee. It's cut on and missed. It's 1-2 for Nate Brinza. 6 for 16, 375 average through 5 games this season for Grease Post as he follows this one to the backstop. His 3 extra base hits, 2 doubles, a triple 5 RBIs. Those were all on opening day back on the 8th against Irondequoit Post. He's looking to cash here as a 1-2 pitch. It's fouled to the backstop. Count stays put. 1-2 from Renee again. He gets Brinza to go down swinging, but Grease Post puts up a run in the first off a Tyler Cannon sac fly as we head into the bottom of 1. Back for the bottom of the first here at Finger Lakes Community College. Grease Post leading it 1-0 off a Tyler Cannon sac fly in the first, as Nick Renee will go after the first pitch from Nate Power. It's going to be sent out to right center for a base knock on the first pitch from Power, who is an FLCC Laker. He's going to be heading into his sophomore season. He's pitching in familiar ground where he went 5-0 in his freshman season for the Lakers. 2.42 ERA here in Canandaigua. Struck out 27 through 26 innings pitched. But he deals with an early base runner now with Tyler Estelle at the plate and Renee at first. As Renee goes after the first pitch as well and sends it out towards deep left center field. This one is going to split the gap as Renee will come in to score. And strolling into second is Tyler Estelle. And it'll be a ground rule double, so having to return back to third will be Nick Renee. So runners at second and third on just 2 pitches from Power. So Nate Power in some trouble early on. 2 pitches in, and runners are already in scoring position at third and second. Renee is over at third base. Tyler Estelle at second after an automatic double. And now coming up to the plate is Owen Andreatta. Power made the start last Thursday against Eli Fagan in their 7-2 win. He went 5 2/3. Picked up the win, struck out 7 and allowed just 3 hits and 2 earned runs.
Come on, Dave.
So here is the commit to the U of R, home for the Yellow Jackets in D3 of the NCAA, Owen Andreatta at the plate. He'll go after the first pitch he sees as well, but pops it up on the infield for the shortstop Colvin Forney. He'll make the grab for out number 1.
There you go, there you go. Good pitch, good pitch.
That's now going to bring up the first baseman Max Karen, 2026 grad at Webster Schrader High School. Had his first hit of the season yesterday against Chile, which was a double in their 3-2 win, a come-from-behind win for Cottreall-Warner. Another first pitch swing. It's sent out towards deep center field for Trey Walker. And now being waved home is both Renee and Estelle, because strolling into second is Max Karen. It's 2-1. So 2 hits on the season for Karen. They're both doubles. And he puts Cottreall-Warner in post quickly. 2-1 here from FLCC. And now coming up to the plate is Sam Nick.
There you go. Come on, Nate. Come on, Nate.
Just the 5th pitch of the inning on the way from Nate Power, and it's banged right at the second baseman, Jack Kelly. He makes the grab, gets to second, and doubles him off to end the inning. A 2-1 lead off a 2 RBI double from Max Karen.
Let's go.
You know, it's kind of weird. You know, it's weird. I don't know if you ever see the coach run up to their face like this. But I'm gonna 100%. I got there will be. There'll be a full-blown sprint. I'm gonna slide into the box. Oh, I can't promise that.
Back here for the top of the second inning. Cottreall-Warner now leading it 2-1. Nate Power threw just 5 pitches in the first, but Cottreall put up 3 hits, and 2 of the runs were driven in off Max Karen, a double to center field. Tyler Cannon with a sac fly in the first to provide Grease's lone run. as this is Cam Barbuline to lead it off against Nick Renee, who had a 17-pitch first. Barbuline playing his first game of the season after he just wrapped up a state title, a first ever for Mendon High School. He's a commit to Clarkson University, D3 in the NCAA, and home for the Golden Knights, as the count is 2-1. He's playing right field in his first start. Had a terrific postseason, historic postseason for the Vikings, as he sends this one out towards left center field, and making the grab is Owen Andriata for out number 1. That's now going to bring up the 7th spot on the order, Jack Kelly. One of 2 D1 commits on the team, and now the other D1 commit will make his first start of the season, Colden Forney. He's hitting 9th in the order for Greece. Both Forney and Barbuline part of that Mendon High School state title. So the count is 1-0 to start it to Kelly. Kelly had the win on the mound in Game 2 on Sunday in Greece's 8-6 win. So the count is 2 balls and no strikes. It was his second appearance. The other one was out of the bullpen back on opening day. Pitched 6 1/3 in that win on Sunday. As a wave and a miss moves the count to 2-1. Offensively, he's 3 for 13 on the year. 2 of those 3 hits are doubles. The count is 2-2. 2-2 pitch from Renee. It's lifted foul to the right side. Kelly was hitless in Game 1. Didn't start in the lineup after pitching in Game 2 on Sunday. Grease Post with a split. And that's a swing and a miss from Jack Kelly for out number 2. Already punch out number 3 for Renee in this start of the MCC commit. Then now brings up the catcher Dylan Savage. He'll take a ball in the outside corner. Savage got the rest in Game 2 on Sunday. He did come in late to catch behind the plate to finish off the game. Peter Clark started behind the dish. But he's reached base in all 4 starts offensively this season. He's a Genesee Community College commit. In 2025 grad for Rush Henrietta. So the count is 1-2. Renee looking to work a 1-2-3. Here is his 1-2 pitch. It's swung on and missed by Dylan Savage. Punch out number 4 for Renee. Cottreall leads it 2-1 through 2.
Boys. You're not going to do a crazy dance, are you? Hey, Chris Farley, you're not going to do a dance, are you?
Oh, I'm going to sprint, slide into the coach's box. What are you talking about? And I'm going to pop up. I think he's safe.
Welcome back for the bottom of the second. It's still the second inning. My mistake there, saying through two, but nonetheless, it's a 2-1 lead for Cottreall, and Nick Renee just worked a 1-2-3 top of the frame. He's already punched out 4 as Nate Power had just 5 pitches in the first. He's greeted by Dylan Dumont to begin this half inning. Dumont, McNeil, and Grope due up in the second from Finger Lakes. 1-0 pitch from Power down and away for ball 2. Max Karen with a 2 RBI double during the first to provide the 2 runs for Cottreall. RBI, or sac fly, I should say, for Tyler Cannon for Grease during the first. The 2-0 pitch is hit on the ground for Colden Forney, the shortstop, a throw over to first for out number 1. So the second-year returner now for Grease Post will get Garrett McNeil at the plate, 7th spot on the order, and the second baseman. McNeil is a 2026 grad at Fairport High School. Hits this one up the middle for Jack Kelly. Nate Power trying to return the favor with a 1-2-3. He has 2 outs here in the bottom of 2. First of back-to-back games for Cottreall and Grease Post. They'll play at Grease Athena tomorrow at 6 p.m. Cottreall in the midst of a 3 of 4 straight days with the game. They played Chi-Li on Sunday and Monday. 6-0 to begin the season, as here is Drew Grope. He'll go after the first pitch and hook this one deep down the left field line in pursuit as Wesley Stirrup. This one is going to hit off the wall, and Cottreall has their second double already in the game as Drew Grope strolls into seconds. So that's now going to bring up Nate Cottreall, the center fielder. Made a diving grab during the first inning, but Tyler Cannon got a sac fly off it. He's had just 1 appearance this season. That was on Sunday. Cottreall went 0 for 2, but scored a run and stole a base against Chi-Li. Now he gets Grope at second with 2 gone in the inning. First pitch from Power is smacked up the middle. Colden Forney, he's got a couple shovels and a throw. That's out number 3. So Nate Power works around a 2-out double. It's 2-1. Cottreall in front now through 2 innings of play.
We'll say a few words for it.
Sorry for your loss.
No,
Back for the top of 3 from FLCC. It's a 2-1 lead for Cottreall. He'll be 9, and then top Colin Forney leads it off against Nick Renee. He had a 14-pitch second, 17 pitches in the first. And Colin Forney just wrapped up a state title with Mendon High School. Hits this one out towards left center field, and Cottreall will make the catch for out number 1. Now back to the top of the order for Trey Walker. Struck out his first time up. 1 of 4 strikeouts from Nick Renee in his second start of the summer. Now he gets to deal with the Ithaca College Bomber at the plate. First pitch to Walker. He goes after, hits it on the ground for Garrett McNeil, the second baseman. 2 quick outs. That now brings up Parker Goodness. He has the lone hit in this game for Greece just into the 3rd inning. He started with a triple that later brought him in to score during the first off a sac fly from Tyler Cannon. 2 runs for Cottreall off a Max Karen 2 RBI double. So the count is 1-1. Here's the pitch from Renee. Hits on the outside corner for strike 2. 1-2 from Renee is lifted out towards shallow right center field. And the second baseman, Garrett McNeil, will make the grab. A 1-2-3 for Nick Renee. It's 2-1 heading in to the bottom of 3. Back for the bottom of 3. Cottreall leading it 2-1. All 3 runs combined in this game coming during the first inning. And Nick Renee will lead things off against Nate Power, who just has 11 pitches. 6 pitches in the second, 5 in the first. But they have 4 hits off of him. Renee just worked a 7-pitch inning on the mound last half inning. 38 pitches. He struck out 4. Back-to-back 1-2-3 frames for the leadoff man at the plate. First pitch from Power will bounce in for ball 1. Both Renee and Estelle went at the first 2 pitches of the game and picked up hits during the first. As Renee hits this one into the backstop. Renee now has hits in 3 straight games. He went 3 for 7 against Charlie Post from Sunday to Monday. 2 of those hits were from last night's game. It's his third multi-hit game now of the summer, just through 6 games played. 2-1 from Power. Hits in there for strike 2. Two-two pitch from Power, and Renee will hit it down the left field line and foul. Renee now 11 for 22 to begin the season with Cottreall. Bats behind 2-2. Here's the pitch. That's up and away for ball 3. Payoff on the way from Power. That's going to miss for ball 4. His first walk given out in this game. In the bottom of the third, we'll start with a base runner for Cottreall. So that brings up Tyler Estelle, 1 of 3 doubles already off of Nate Power. But he'll swing through strike 1 to start it. A 1 pitch from Power, hit on the ground for the shortstop Colvin Forney. He'll flip it to second for 1 over to first. Nate Brinza can't dig out the throw from Jack Kelly, so they'll be satisfied with just 1 out, but Tyler Estelle is now aboard at first. So a missed opportunity for a double play there. Grace Post made 3 errors for the second time this season in their Game 1 loss on Sunday. They made 10 total errors at home at Greece Athena this year. They're just playing their second road game of the year as Owen Andreatta takes a strike. A 1 from Power, tap foul down the third base line for an 0-2 count.
That's it, Nate. Come on now. Come on, Nate.
Andreatta 4 for his last 8 over the past 3 games now, but he bats behind 0-2. Here's the pitch from Power. He flails at it, but taps it on the ground for the third baseman, Parker Goodness. A laser over to first for out number 2. And that's now going to bring up Max Karen, who had a 2 RBI double back in the first. So Estelle is up to second with the first baseman at the plate. He's going to break for third. Here's the throw from Dylan Savage. Going to hit off the glove of Parker Goodness, but keeps it in the area as Tyler Estelle swipes third. That's his first stolen base of the season. 1-0 from Power is lifted foul. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 gone here in inning number 3. It's a 2-1 lead for Cottreall. All 3 runs coming during the first inning. 1-1 from Power. It's hit foul again. It's 1-2. Still looking for his first strikeout after he picked up 7 last Thursday.
Let's go, defense!
Did 2 different appearances with Grease Post where he struck out 7, dating back to last year against Bremen Post. One two on the way, misses up and away for ball 2. 7 strikeouts was his season high in his freshman year with FLCC in a March 13th start against Mohawk Valley. So 2-2 pitch comes home, hit on the ground for Colden Forney. Throw to first for out number 3. 2-1 through 3 innings of play from Finger Lakes Community College.
Sorry. If you called me 2 hours ago, we could have kept on. I still remember the first, whenever we played you guys, and we're like, oh, that Nick's going to pitch tomorrow. I'm like, no, he's actually going to reach me. He goes, oh.
Welcome back for the top of the 4th inning. Cottreall leading it 2-1. All 3 runs in this game coming during the first inning. And Nick Renee has worked back-to-back 1-2-3 frames against Grease, but he gets 3-4-5. Wesley Stirrup, Tyler Cannon, and Nate Brinza after a 7-pitch third. He has 38 total pitches in this start, the MCC commit. He now pitches to the UMass Boston commit at the plate. Stirrup reaching off a hit by pitch. His first time up, hits are 4-1 in favor of Cottreall. As Stirrup will take ball 1. One-0 pitch cut on and missed. Count moves to 1-1. Stirrup just 2 for 14 to begin the season. One of those hits for doubles. Drove in 2 runs, scored twice. Also swiped 2 bases in their 8-6 Game 2 win on Sunday. But he's now behind 1-2. He's a 2025 grad at Brighton High School for the Bruins. Played 4 years at the varsity level. Leader in many offensive categories, both in his junior and senior seasons, as he takes the ball low. Full count pitch from Renee is lifted foul. Another payoff from Renee, and Wesley Stirrup will draw a walk. Now a walk and a hit by pitch for the left fielder for Greece. And that's now going to bring up Tyler Cannon. Cannon provided the first run of the game with a sac fly, a tithing grab from Nate Cottreall in center field that drove in Parker Goodness after he tripled. Another check at Stirrup at first. He's back in. District 7 All-Star and batting champ last year. Tyler Cannon digs in and watches the first strike.
Go 2.
4 straight games with a hit to begin the season. He's also walked in back-to-back games. The MCC Tribune commit. 2025 grad at Webster Schrader. Counts 0-2. Renee has punched out 4 in this start. He had 6 in his first start against Ferris Goodrich this season. Cannon will take one low on the turf. It's 1-2. It was his 5th RBI of the season during the first. So 1-2 pitch on the way, misses low and in. Wesley Stirrup on the way to second. He's in there safely. Stirrup has now swiped 2 bases in this game. His 5th and 6th stolen bases of the season. He was 22 for 23 in stolen base opportunities in his senior season. So the speedster now moves into scoring position in a 2-2 count for Tyler Cannon. Renee will go to second. Two from Renee. Tyler Cannon hits it out towards center field. That's going to get down in front of Cottreall this time around as Stirrup will move up to third, and runners are at the corners to start it in the 4th. So this time around, Cottreall won't make a diving grab to get Cannon out. As Greece now has their 2nd hit of the ball game, and the tying run over at third. So that now brings up Nate Brinza, struck out his first time up. Renee with his first pitch. Brinza hits it hard but foul. Brinza has reached base in all 5 games. He's now looking to get it done here in what's going to be his home ballpark next spring. Treespo's trying to put Nick Renee in trouble after he worked 1, 2, 3 frames in back-to-back innings from the 2nd to the 3rd. For the 0-1 pitch, we'll check on Cannon at first. He's back in. A 1 from Renee as Nate Brinza lifts it out towards deep left center field. And this one is going to get down in the gap. It's coming in to score as Stirrup. Here comes Tyler Cannon. Nate Brinza is going to be held at third. And Grease Post takes a 3-2 lead. Brinza with his 6th and 7th RBIs of this season, his first 2 RBIs since he had 5, back on the 8th. And he hits it into the dreadful gap here at FLCC. pitcher's worst nightmare. As Cam Barbuline will go after the first pitch and send it out towards left field and foul. Barbuline, the Class A Player of the Year and Section 5 Tournament MVP. He was 4-0 on the mound in their postseason run. He had a 0.98 ERA. He also hit .444 at the plate as this one's hit on the ground for Tyler Estelle. A throw to first. That's out number one. Nate Brinza will stay put at third base. Our first scoring since the first inning. Top two teams in District 7, but Cottreall is 6-0 to start it. Grease Post at 4-1. They lost just one regular season game in 2024. Just 2 in total in the season. That's now going to bring up Jack Kelly, the 7th spot in the order. Kelly trying to lay down a bunt. He gets it fair, and the squeeze pays off. It's 4-2. Grease Post in front. So Kelly does a job, but the bases are now cleared for Dylan Savage. Savage will take strike one. First game of back-to-back days between Cottreall and Grease. Tomorrow will be at Grease Athena. The count is 1-1. Savage struck out his first time up and now hits this one in the air for the shortstop, or now the third baseman will call off. Dumont will call off Estelle for out number 3. Grease Post puts up 3 in the 4th inning. They now lead it 4-2. Grease Post out in front 4-2 after they put up 3 runs in the top of this inning. The first scoring since the first inning between Cottreall and Grease. And Nate Power has just 28 pitches. He had 17 during the third, less than 6 in the first 2 innings. But Grease Post still being out hit 4-3 in this game, as it will be 5, 6, 7. Sam Nick, Dylan Dumont, and Garrett McNeil in this inning. Now the FLCC Laker on the mound will work in front in the game and in this count to start us at 0-1. Chase here from Sam Nick. It is 0-2. So 0-2 pitch is sent out towards right field for Cam Barbuline. He's got it for out number 1. Nate Power was 9-2 overall in his freshman season with FLCC. 5-0 here in Canandaigua. 2 complete games, also had a shutout. Second most wins in Region 3 of the NJCAA. First one on the way to Dylan Dumont will drop in there for a strike. About 9 strikeouts per 9 innings for Power, but he doesn't have one in this start. The count is 0-2. Oh, 2 from Power. Dumont will stay alive. You would assume that Dylan Dumont will get the start tomorrow for Cottreall on the mound. That'll be Agrees Athena, the flame-throwing righty and 2026 grad at Webster Schrader. This count moves to 1-2. He's hovering around 89-90 with his fastball on the mound. He's playing third base in this game. So 1-2 pitch is punched down the first base line and foul. One two from Power is tapped on the ground for the third baseman Parker Goodness. 2 quick outs for Nate Power in the 4th. Here is Garrett McNeil. He'll be laid on a fastball here to start the count at 0-1. Power trying to work a 1-2-3 and get his bats back in the dugout. 3 runs in the 4th inning. They now lead at 4-2. Count is 1-1. One ball, 2 strikes for McNeil at the plate. He is 3 for his last 9 at the plate. His Power searches for his first punch out, but instead this one will be hit up on the infield. Nate Brinza will call off Nate Power for a 1-2-3 4th. It's 4-2 through 4 innings. Back here for the top of the fifth from Canandaigua. It's a 4-2 Grease Post lead after they put up 3 runs during the fourth. Nate Power just worked a 1-2-3 13-pitch fourth inning. Nick Renee had his busiest inning with 20 pitches during the fourth. So he worked back-to-back 1-2-3 frames in the first 2 innings as Colvin Forney tries to lay down a bunt, but bunts it foul for strike 1. Forney made the final play from shortstop in their state title game this past Saturday against Rye for Mendon High School. He is a commit to Fordham University, D1 in the NCAA, home for the Rams. He's behind in the count 0-2. He had .391 in 6 postseason games, 9 for 23. And now the count moves to 1-2. Also had 4 extra base hits in their sectional and state title run. He's going to smack this one the other way. It's going to get down in front of the right fielder, Sam Nick. And now both teams with 4 hits apiece in the ball game. It's now going to bring up Trey Walker. He's 0 for 2 in this game. Provided all 3 runs in their game 1 loss on Sunday with a 3-run home run. As he tries to bunt, it's a foul ball. Trey Walker doesn't think so, but the count's going to start at 0-1. It was just his 1 hit in that doubleheader. First extra base hit of the summer season for Grease. He didn't have any in his freshman season with Ithaca. So you'd have to go back to July 8th of 2024, when he had his last home run at the plate in Legion Ball. His only home run last season with Myers Ingram. It's against Irondequoit. This one's going to get by Drew Grope, and moving up to second is Colvin Forney. So if you look to just his time with Ithaca in his freshman season in Legion Ball, his last extra base hit before that home run was a double in the Game 1 of the District 7 semifinal round last year in July against Grease Post. Now he gets an opportunity to cash here with Colvin Forney in scoring position. Here's the pitch from Renee. It's going to miss down and away. 5 total hits in this summer season for Trey Walker, District 7 All-Star center fielder for Myers Ingram last year. So he bangs one to the right side and foul. Forney's moving for third. This is going to miss for ball 3, and he swipes 3. 3 stolen bases in the game now for Grease. Stirrup has 2 of them, and Colvin Forney moves up 90 feet. Count's now full to Trey Walker. Infield's going to play up here in the 5th inning of a 4-2 lead for Grease Post. Trey Walker trying to add on. Here's a full count pitch from Renee. Strike 3 on the outside corner, and Renee now has his 6th punch out. Or scratch that, that's his 5th punch out, but still racking him up nonetheless, and here comes Parker Goodness to the plate. Scored the first run of the game after he tripled during the first inning. Moving from shortstop to third base in this game with Colvin Forney making his first appearance of the season for Grease. So the count is 0-2 to Goodness. It was his first hit with Grease Post. 2026 grad at Grease Athena High School. Here's an 0-2 pitch on the way. That's ball 1. 1-2 pitch is chopped foul. Count will stay put. He hit .355 in his junior season as a Trojan. 1056 OPS. Drove in 12. The 1-2 pitch misses down and away for ball 2. Also had a 4-0 record on the mound. 4 for 4 in save opportunities. Pitched 26 innings in his junior season. The 2-2 pitch is banged up the middle, and Parker Goodness will drive in 40. It's 5-2. A 2 for 3 night now for Goodness. He had 6 multi-hit games during his junior season. So we get a trot out to the mound with Nick Renee, who has 72 pitches in this start. And it looks like that's going to be the end of the road as manager Gary McNeil will make the change. It's 5-2 in the 5th, Grease Post in front.
Why do you care so much? Oh my God.
Coach, who's doing your book? Coach, who's doing your book?
I mean, like the worst thing I've ever
13 for 1.
Like, what do you care if he's smiling? Like, what do you...
Back here after the pitching change to Nick Renee. He's now going to play second base, so Garrett McNeil will exit, and Connor Smith now checks in to pitch with Parker Goodness at first after he had an RBI single to cash Colden Forney. As Stirrup swings at the first pitch, lifts it up on the infield for Nick Renee at second. That's out number 2. Connor Smith is making his first appearance of the season for Cottreall. He's a 2025 grad at Webster Thomas High School. He's a commit to Genesee Community College. And now he gets Tyler Cannon at the plate. On the move for second is Goodness, but this one is popped foul down the first base line. That's going to be grabbed by Max Karen for out number 3. Grease Post had 3 runs in the 4th. They add 1 more here in the 5th. They lead it 5-2. Five to 2 lead as we head into the bottom of the fifth here for Grease Post. First of back-to-back games and back-to-back days for Grease against Cottreall. Grease put up 1 in the fifth, 3 in the fourth. Cottreall hasn't scored since they put up 2 in the first. They get 8-9 on the top here against Nate Power with just 41 pitches heading into his fifth inning of work. He'll drop in ball 1, 13-pitch, fourth inning. Grease is trying to provide Cottreall with their first loss of the season. They're 6-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Hits are 5-4. Grease Post now working in front in that category. 2 of their 5 have been triples. And Drew Grope at the plate is 1 of 3 doubles for Cottreall tonight. The count is 2-1. Three balls and a strike for Power to Grope. It's 8-9 and then top for Cottreall. Grope, Cottreall, and Renee. And Grope will draw a walk. Second free pass given out by Power. So the bottom of the fifth starts with a base runner as we get to the 9th spot in the order for Nate Cottreall. It looks like Parker Carley is going to run now for Drew Grope. On the move is Carley from first. He will slide in, and he's out. He's gunned down by Dylan Savage behind the plates. Or instead, he's called safe. So no throw out there for Savage. As Grope, who is pinch run for by Carley, steals second. So Cottreall now looking for their first run since they had 2 in the first. Runner in scoring position for Cottreall. It's 2-0. He's just 0 for 3 to begin the season as manager Jim Capilupo will walk out to talk with Nate Power. So the count is 1-1 to Nate Cottreall with Parker Carley at second. Pitch on the way from Power is popped out towards center field. Trey Walker is there. 1 down in the bottom of the fifth. But that now flips it back to the top of the order for Nick Renee. First pitch from Power is lifted down the third baseline and foul. Renee got the start in this game on the mound for Cottreall. Pitched 4 1/3. 4 of the 5 runs were earned. 5 hits allowed. Just walked 1, but he punched out 5. It's a very efficient early on. But now his team's behind 5-2. He's looking to get them on the board for the first time since the first inning, but he's behind 0-2. At the plate, he's 1 for 1, also has walked and scored a run in this game. 1 of 4 hits for Cottreall. 3 of them are doubles. There's no one for him. Power backs him off the plate. Gets by Savage. Breaking for third. It's Carly. Here's the throw. He's in there safely. Pitch on the way from Power to Renee. It's hit to the right side for Nate Brinza. He's going to flip it to first. And coming in to score is Carly, but Renee is safe at first. He digs it out. It's now 5-3. Cottreall with their first run since they had 2 in the first. So now brings up Tyler Estelle, 1 for 2 with a run scored and a double. Sits on this one, sends it to the left center gap. It's going to get down. Nick Renee, he can jog home if he wants, as Tyler Estelle bangs another double. It's an RBI double. It's just a 1-run game. Stell already with a hit in now 3 straight games. Multi-hit effort. Both of his hits have been doubles. And now it's going to bring up Owen Andreatta at the plate. Tying run in scoring position with just 1 out in the 5th. But he's going to flail at this one and pop it up on the infield for the second baseman, Jack Kelly. That's out number 2. That brings up Max Cairns to the plate. He drove in the first 2 runs of the game back in the bottom of the first with a 2 RBI double. 4 doubles as a team. 4 of their 5 hits have been doubles for Cottreall. This one bounces in. Savage makes the stop. Count starts at 1-0. One from Power, misses for ball 2. Two-0 pitch is popped to the backstop for the first strike. Nate Power now with 57 pitches in this start. In a place where he was 5-0 and 5 starts in his freshman season as a Laker. Two one on the way from the righty, misses down and away for ball 3. Sam Nick is on deck if the inning continues. The tying run is Tyler Estelle at second. Three-one pitch hit into the hole. Parker Goodness trying to make a sliding stop, but Colvin Forney is there in the hole with a laser to first for out number 3. So Cottreall puts up 2 in the 5th. They are down just 5-4 through 5 innings of play from FLCC.
Answer that. Look.
Back for the top of the 6th between the top 2 teams in District 7 to begin the season. Cottreall 6-0 to begin the year, but they're now down by just 1 run. It's 5-4. They put up 2 runs in the 5th. Connor Smith worked in relief of Renee. He needed just 2 pitches to get out of the 5th inning as Nate Brinza pops this one foul for strike 1. Both teams with 5 hits apiece. Both teams also scored during the 5th inning. Greece put up 1. But their damage came during the 4th inning when they put up 3 and took the lead. 0-1 from Smith is popped to the backstop for strike 2. Brinza part of that 3-run 4th inning. He's 1 for 2, 2 knocked in. Had a 2 RBI triple. Another 0-2 from Connor Smith. That's going to miss for ball 1. It's Brinza's 6th and 7th RBIs of the season and his 2nd triple. 4 total extra base hits for the Canandaigua Academy grad. Watches the count even at 2s. From 0-2 to 2 or 3-2 with Brinza at the plate. Smith working in relief of Nick Renee, who got the start. As Nate Brinza will draw a walk to start the 6th. Looks like Quinton Grimes is going to run now for Nate Brinza. As it brings up Cam Barbeline in his first appearance of the season with Greece. He's 0 for 2. Commit to Clarkson University. Won 8 for 18 in that state title run during the postseason for the Vikings. This count will start at 1 ball, no strikes. A ridiculous postseason for Barbeline. He struck out 47 batters through 4 appearances in the postseason. As he hits this one at the pitcher, Connor Smith over to second for 1. Barbeline's going to be safe at first after it brought Karen off the bag. But that's the first out of the 6th. So Grimes is now off the bases. Barbeline at first. After the throw was wide to first from Tyler Estelle. This is Jack Kelly at the plate. Kelly had a squeeze bunt his last time up to cash Nate Brinza back in the fourth. D1 commit to St. Bonaventure. This one hits on the inside corner for a strike to Kelly. He's going to join manager Jim Capilupo's son at St. Bonaventure, James. Right-handed pitcher, part of the rotation for the Bonnies. Another check at first. Barbeline back in. Barbeline's on the move for second, no throw after the off-speed pitch, and Drew Grope had to stop it as Barbeline has a stolen base. Here's Smith's pitch to Kelly. He'll let this one out of play. Crease Post trying to continue runs with 3 straight innings. They put up 3 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth. Just 1 out in the sixth, the runner in scoring position, but Jack Kelly will draw a walk, and now 2 runners are on base for Dylan Savage. First pitch from Smith to Savage. Barbeline's on the way to third. He slides in safely. And now runners are at the corners. Barbeline stole 2 bases. 5 stolen bases as a team for Greece. 3 of them are from the Mendon guys. Barbeline and Forney. So you wonder now if Kelly will take second. It's 1 for 1 in stolen base opportunities this season. Oh, 1 to Savage. He's going to try to lay down a bunt as well, but he's going to pop it to the backstop. So the bunt out the window now in this 0-2 count. And Kelly's now going to break for second. He's going to get caught in a rundown. Tyler Estelle will chase Kelly back to first, and Barbeline will stay put at third. So the mind games don't pay off there. So everyone stays put, and it'll be an 0-2 count to Savage. Here's the 0-2 from Smith. Delayed steal from Kelly. They'll let him take it. So Kelly steals his second base of the year, and now Dylan Savage has 2 runners on the pond. One-two pitch from Smith, and Savage stays alive. He's looking to cash his 4th and 5th RBIs of the season. But he bats behind 1-2. Here's the pitch from Smith. Hit on the ground. That's going to get through. Barbeline will score. Here comes Kelly from second. Throw on the way. And they cash 2 more as Savage now breaks for seconds. And it's now 7-4. So Savage will be the second out of the 6th. And the bases are now cleared for Colton Forney. Forney goes after the first pitch. Dylan Dumont will have a play on it. Throw to first for out number 3. So 3 straight innings and runs for Grease Post. They put up 2 in the 6th. They lead at 7-4 heading in to the bottom of the 6th inning. Back for the bottom of the 6th after Dylan Savage tacked on 2 more in the top of the 6th inning for Grease. They now lead at 7-4. Cottreall led it 2-1 through 3 innings in this game, the first of back-to-back games and back-to-back days for Cottreall against Grease, the top 2 teams in District 7. As Nate Power, he's back out to work with 59 pitches. He had 18 pitches in the 5th for his most in an inning in his second start of the season. Sam Nick will swing at strike 1. It'll be Sam Nick, Dylan Dumont. And it'll be Connor Smith, who's hitting in the 7th spot of the order for Garrett McNeil. He's on the mound. It's no 1 pitch. Is hit up the middle. Trying to make the grab here was Jack Kelly, but instead it's going to get in front of Trey Walker as Cottreall has their 6th hits of the night. Both teams with 6 hits. Dylan Dumont at the plate, goes after the first offering and sends it out towards right center field. Trey Walker has it for out number 1. Just 3 of the 4 runs to Power have been earned in this game. And now he's going to get Connor Smith at the plate in the 7th spot of the order for his first AB. He'll take a strike. 0-1 misses outside for ball one. Sam Nick, he is at first. Two balls, one strike, back pick over to first. Sam Nick back in safely after the throw from Dylan Savage. Last Thursday was Power's 5th win in both seasons as a player for Grease Post. It's a 2024 grad at Victor High School, part of that sectional title run with the Blue Devils. 2-1 pitch bounces in. Savage will make the stop. 3 balls and a strike. Looks like this is Chase Sackett actually at the plate, hitting in the spot of Connor Smith. And Sackett off the bench thought he had a walk. Instead, it was ball 3. And getting tagged out as second was Sam Nick for out number 2. Or excuse me, that was strike 2, so the count is full. But the bases are now cleared. So no walk for Sackett, and now no base runners aboard. Sackett's in a 3-2 count. Power searching for his first punch out of the start. It's a full count pitch, and now that will be ball 4 to Chase Sackett, but he is the only base runner aboard with 2 outs in the 6th. Jim Capilupo will trot out to the mound. Nate Power with 68 pitches in the start, 45 of those for strikes. Over 9 Ks per 9 innings in 5 appearances at home with the Lakers for Power in his freshman season. Like we said, held without one. But now he gets the 8th spot in the order for Drew Grope. Grope will start the count at 0-1. His one hit is a double in this game. He's also walked. He's one of the 4 doubles that Cottreall has as a team. Oh, 1 pitch comes home, hits at the bottom of the zone for strike 2. Oh, 2 from Power will get by Savage, but staying put at first is Sackett. Count is 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. Grease leading at 7-4. They've scored runs in 3 straight innings. Cottreall led at 2-1 through the first 3 innings of play. One, 2 from Power, moves the count to 2-2. Two-two offering from Power, and he's got his first punch out in a roar on the mound to end the 6th. Back for the top of the 7th inning from FLCC. It's a 7-4 lead for Grease Post. They have the top of the order due up now against Max Karen, who is now on the mound. He moves from first to the mound. We'll get that defensive update to you when we get it. But Trey Walker, he's 0 for 3 in this game. Karen will drop in a ball. Walker without a hit. He's been held without a hit in 2 games this season. He went hitless in just 3 of 18 last year with Myers Ingram. As he smacks one down the right field line, and now he has a hit. He has extra bases as that goes into the right field corner. It's a double for Trey Walker and his 2nd extra base hit of the season. Three extra base hits as a team for Grease Post, 3 of their 7 hits for extra bases. And then on the other side, 4 of the 6 hits for Cottreall have been extra base hits. Parker Goodness, he's 2 for 3. He has a triple in this game. His first 2 hits of the summer with Grease Post. He lays down a bunt, goes right at Max Karen. Walker up to third. And Goodness is out at first, route number 1. But he does a job as Walker moves up to 3. Looks like Chase Sackett did stay in. He's at first base. We got that to you now. After Karen moved from first to the mound. 3rd pitcher used in this game. Renee started it. Smith relieved. Now Max Karen gets Wesley Stirrup at the plate. He's 0 for 1, but he's been hit by a pitch and walked in this game. He's also swiped 2 bases. Grease looking for a 4th consecutive inning with runs. First pitch to Stirrup misses up top for a ball. One ball, 1 strike to the UMass Boston commit. So 1-1 pitch is going to get by the shortstop Estelle as Trey Walker will come in to score. It's 8-4 in 4 straight innings with runs for Grease Post. Now an 8-4 lead for Grease. 1 out in the 7th. Here's Tyler Cannon. That is Stirrup's 3rd hit of the season. He's cashed in now his 4th RBI. He's already stole 2 bases in this game. He's going to take off on the very first pitch as Tyler Cannon's going to smoke one out towards deep left center field. This one's going to be caught by Karechi, and Stirrup is going to have to return back to first. So this is Quinton Grimes sitting in the spot of Nate Brinza. He pinch ran for Brinza his last time on base. Stirrup taking off a pitch out. And he's in there safely with his 3rd stolen base. He had 4 different 3 stolen base games in his senior season. 9 multi-stolen base games as a Bruin in his senior year. Grease has now swiped 6 bags in total tonight. One-0 from Karen, down and in for ball 2. Two-0 pitch to Grimes, up and away for ball 3, throw it on a second. And that's going to get to the outfield. Stirrup is going to break for 3. He's in there safely. Cam Barbuline's on deck with a 3-0 count to Grimes. He'll take the first strike. Count is 3-2 now to Quinton Grimes. He's going to be transferring from MCC here to FLCC. He made just 5 appearances on the mound in his freshman season for the Tribs. Graduated from Rush Henrietta back in 24. He's 2 for 3 on the season at the plate, and he'll draw a walk. Already his 3rd walk in 6 plate appearances in his 2nd season with Grease Post. And that puts runners at the corners here for Cam Barbuline. Pitch out on the way. I throw down to 3rd now as taking 2nd is Grimes. So Stirrup's at 3rd and Grimes is at 2nd. 1-0 pitch is hit out towards deep left field. It ties up the left fielder, Andreatta, and 2 more runs will come in to score as Barbuline strolls into 2nd.
2-6.
4 consecutive innings with runs scored for Greece. They put up 3 in the 7th. They lead at 10-4. And that now brings up Jack Kelly. This is their third double-digit hit, or they're 1 hit away from their third double-digit hit game of the season. Both of those are back on the 8th and opening day. They're out hitting Cottreall 9-6 in this game. That'll be ruled a double for Barbeline. This one's tapped down the first baseline and fouled. The count's 1-2. Barbiline's going to break for third. A 1-2 pitch is tapped the other way for the first baseman, Chase Sackett. He's going to touch first for out number 3. Grease Post puts up 3 in the 7th. They've scored runs in 4 straight innings. They lead at 10-4. Can shut the door in the bottom of the 7th.
Top, let's go.
Back here for the bottom of the 7th from Finger Lakes Community College. It's a 10-4 lead for Greece. They've scored runs in 4 consecutive. Cottreall led at 2-1 through 3 innings of play. First of back-to-back games for Greece and Cottreall to play tomorrow at Greece Athena at 6 p.m. Looks like Matt Swan is going to pinch hit here for Cottreall against Nate Power, trying to finish what he started as he drops in a strike. He ended the 6th with his first punch out of the game. He's looking to work his second complete game with Grease Post. He had 1 5-inning complete game last year. He had 2 in his freshman season. He was 5-0 here on his home diamond. Will be 9, and then top Swan hitting in the spot of Cottreall, and he hits this one on the ground for the shortstop Colin Forney, and that's going to get by Quinton Grimes. And Cottreall gets a base runner just start at the bottom of the 7th. Grease Post has made 2 errors in this game. That's going to bring up Nick Renee. Renee started on the mound in this game for Cottreall. Went 4 1/3. 4 earned runs and 5 hits. Struck out 5. Looked great early on, with his team leading 2-1 through the first 3 innings of play. But then Grease Post with an avalanche from the 4th to the 7th. This one's hit on the ground for Quinton Grimes. Double play opportunity to second for 140. Back to Grimes, and they get him. 2 outs in the 7th. Grease trying to improve to 5-1 on the season. They're looking to give Cottreall their first loss. They're 6-0 entering tonight. Here is Tyler Estelle. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it back. He's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles in this game. He's driven in a run. He's also came around to score. He sends this one out towards center field, and Trey Walker's got it for out number 3. And that's the ball game as Nate Power works a complete game victory, a 10-4 win over Cottreall here from FLCC. Both these teams will be back in action tomorrow from Greece Athena at 6 p.m. But that's going to do it here for the broadcast, as I'm Stephen Bell thanking you for tuning in on the GP Legion Baseball Network.